Hello and welcome to Auto Shenanigans. How the devil are you? Have you had a good week? My name is John. Thank you very much for joining me for another exciting episode of Secrets of the Motorway. Today's episode is perhaps more of a formality because the motorway we'll be looking at is lacking in any real features, is one of the shortest, and it was only built because it had to be. The A308M then, it's a 0.6 mile long motorway found to the south of Maidenhead, and it offers a simple connection between the A308 and the other motorways found at the Hollyport interchange, the M4 or the A404M. The A308M opened in 1971 and came about as a result of the M4 motorway being extended to the west. At the time, the M4 was the only motorway in the area and it connected up to the A308 at Junction 8, but when the M4 was extended, this would all change. What they did was build the Hollyport interchange, which allowed them to extend the M4 along their desired route. The A404M was created as part of this and also connected up to the junction. The problem was that the new interchange or junction sat far too close to the existing Junction 8. To remedy this, they simply removed the whole of Junction 8. Job then, but in solving one problem, they'd created another. By removing Junction 8, there was no longer a connection between the A308 and the motorway, and this was far less than ideal because the A308's motorway connection was fairly critical to the local infrastructure system. So the solution was, of course, to build a new connecting road from the A308 to the Hollyport interchange. However, it couldn't just be any ordinary road. At the interchange, there are nothing but motorway connections, and ideally we'd like to prevent non-motorway traffic from finding its way onto the motorway. So the new road connection was built to motorway standard and named the A308M. So today at the Hollyport interchange we find the M4, the A404M and the A308M, the latter of which being created as a result of the M4's extension. And just to avoid any confusion, the Hollyport interchange is numbered as junctions 8 and 9 on the M4. The A308M is nearly the shortest motorway in England. As I said, it's 0.6 miles long, but that The A308M is nearly the shortest motorway in England. As I said, it's 0.6 miles long, but the title of shortest motorway could be held by the A64M in Leeds. The problem I've got with the A64M is that one of its carriageways is longer than 0.6 miles, one of its carriageways is shorter, so I'm not really sure if that counts. Pedantry aside, then certainly the A308M could take the title as England's shortest motorway. On satellite images, you can make out the outline of some old motorway that existed before the Hollyport interchange was built. The A308M cuts right through what would have been a part of the old M4. This old motorway section is more relevant to the A404M, which we covered in detail in the A404M video, but since the A308M has got absolutely nothing going for it, it's worth a mention to pass the time. We need to stop horsing around and getting on with filming. Oh no, don't take that shit. Next to the motorway is a very friendly horse. Here's something. In the fields next to the A308M are what appears to be the remains of an old car park. Certainly vehicles were parked here at one point, but this was actually all set up as a temporary headquarters for Highways England whilst they were widening the M4. The site operated for about 8 years and included several construction areas as well as accommodation for 250 staff. Part of the planning consent was that Highways England were to restore the land to its original state once they moved out. I think that's a fail. Speaking of fails, this episode, it's not great, is it? But I've covered everything there is to know about the A308M. So with that in mind, that's all for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, there is of course a button specifically for that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. That would be wicked sweet, awesome. Enjoy the rest of your week, whatever it is you get up to. My name's John, you've been watching Auto Shenanigans, and I'll see you next time for another exciting episode of Secrets of the Motorway. Till then, take care, bye-bye.